This is the story of Dante, a man who thought his chosen path in life was truly serving God's will and heavenly purpose, securing his place in paradise, until he realized the truth of the afterlife was shrouded in illusion, which men of power use for the seemingly flawless fusion of red from bloodshed and tears of spirits blues, in the creation of darker nights. But the eternal soul's light cannot be extinguished or taken by force without exception. What God gives can only be shared with free will, so the adversary's only real weapon is deception. A truth it seems Dante is destined to soon discover, as he learns no man hath power to absolve the sins of another. The best we can do is help one another face what lies ahead. For even as Dante braves hell's gate, he's blessed with good Virgil spirit as guide. Though alone each man must meet his fate, the journey to it may be eased by they who stand at his side.
Don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills.
Sex sells. Ask a prostitute. Lascivious pursuits cost significant loot. Indecent exposure. Libido cannot be controlled. Impure thoughts are bold, lewd, uncouth or crude. Of a liberated mind, progressive attitude. In contrast to the prude, pornographic rogue. Nymphos in the nude. Unleash energy from the sacral chakra. 64 positions in the Kama Sutra. The desire of Aphrodite and Venus on a seashell, covering their privates. Naked models pose for works of art. Titillating, they censor explicit parts. The human form depicted in the buff. Lustful thoughts, you can't get enough.
When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills.
Carnal passion comes from lust. Seek a pirate's buried treasure chest. It's just no match once unleashed. What compares to pleasures of the flesh? Bare breasts, uninhibited desire. In the loins of every beast burns a fire. Intercourse in the garden of delight. Self-indulgent, covet thy neighbor's wife. Passions rich, releases promise. Celibate monk versus a harlot in bondage. Unloose and voluptuous. Emotion, it culminates in a raw climax. Sensuous kisses an adulterer's game. Seduce the unassuming walk of shame. Eternal struggle, its basis is primal. Reproduce the species, it's essential.
When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills. When it come to sex, don't test my skills.
I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and while you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you. While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
Suckle from the teeth, engorged with meat, no sobriety, the only motive is to eat, drink, and consume more, never skipping meals like Esau, selling his birthright for morsels derived from the word to gulp down or swallow, abandon moderation, belly not hollow beyond necessity, excessively greedy, a ravenous appetite, see more, feed me, lavish cravings, preoccupied with food, like a caterpillar about to enter a cocoon, going on another binge, it's unhinged, not anorexic, ready to dine again. Your body is a temple, this is insulting. No self-discipline, the results revolting. Practice temperance, you might die yet. You refuse to stick to a strict diet.
While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and while you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you. While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
Satisfy the palate, clean your plate, vomit like the ancient Romans who just ate, gaining weight, then we eat again, not to sustain needs, but because we love to feed on meat, lamb, and poultry. Our amount is not paltry. The inordinate desire of gluttony, pamper your stomach, no self-control. In the fire of fury, you'll be force-fed toads. No small portions, a mouthful, wearing drowsiness as clothes. Drunk off the chalice, the Baptist fasted off honey and locusts, but we show no restraint or focus. Like a beast, the sole motive is to satiate taste, expand the waistband, all you can eat, we feast until dawn. A ragged mob passed out on the White House lawn.
While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and while you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you. While you trying to sip the juice, I'm taking swallows. Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt.
Avarice, lust for power, when you have more than mere survival. Inequity, the philosophy of free market capitalists obtain blood from a stone. Personality of a pig or a wolverine, it's instinctual greed, taking more than what you need, never content, can't drink your fill, tempted by wealth, gild the lily, excessive pursuits fill the belly, insatiable Mephistopheles, a cautionary tale of living beyond your means, an unbridled zeal, passion to accumulate more, Gordon Gekko on the Wall Street floor, Hendrik Lucifer hoarding golds, mortally injured, he dies from his wound.
I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt.
Love of earthly things, the ruthlessness gene, Ebenezer the miser, rich and obscene, the most ridiculous of all follies, the root of all evil, the pursuit of money. Chaucer wrote the prologue to the Pardoner's Tale. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. Jesus overtook turn the tables of the lenders. Money has no owners, only spenders, high rollers. Luxury and splendor, abundance, lifestyles of the rich and famous, wasteful against nature. It's an offense. Greed is a bottomless pit which exhausts the person who wrestles with it. Never quite reach satisfaction when always at arm's length from the action.
I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt. I want it all. I hope I didn't put that too blunt.
Sitting on the couch in front of the TV, too lazy to expend energy, sloth, a desire for ease, the mindset that gives rise to apathy, docile, submissive, not taking action, nonchalant, devoid of passion, a profound condition found in withdrawal, not wanting to be bothered at all, extreme negligence to your duties and deeds, avoiding exertion or charity, despair, enter a melancholy state, indifferent, evil in its effect. This vice is a failure to do what you should, not a care in the world. It's not good to languish, squander, and be holding back. No willpower, a tendency to slack.
Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Making a whole sick world collapse. Making a whole sick world collapse. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Making a whole sick world collapse. Making a whole sick world collapse.
The rise of modern convenience, outsource the labor force, suffer incontinence. Only boring people get bored, derelict in their duties, hard work ignored. The concept of toil is foreign, devoid of grit or elbow grease. Never got dirty with hands in the soil, unable to be of any service, unemployed, leeching off the teat of the government. Spoiled like rancid meat, the idle hand leads to the path of ruin. Dejected, the rest is an illusion. A moral deed slip into mischief. Inert and sluggish, mentally adrift. In the sin city, it's dubious to neglect a lack of industry and respect.
Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Making a whole sick world collapse. Making a whole sick world collapse. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. Making a whole sick world collapse. Making a whole sick world collapse.
experienced it all in a fallen state. Since the times of the earliest philosophers, often men get off on bloodlust, a boiling pot, steaming kettle, hot flashes, seeing red like the devil. Angel on one shoulder telling us to remain calm. Lucifer eggs us on, spontaneous, uncontrolled fits, bouts of depression. We wrestle against sudden episodes of domestic violence. Many harmful side effects erupt like a volcano, not objective, led on by stress, air grievances. It pays to practice patience. Sometimes anger is righteous for justice.
I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this.
Speak when you're angry and you'll regret it instantaneously. Everything that you said, no one will ever forgive or forget. Take it to the grave when you're dead. Words hurt like sticks and stones. Furious, the reaction is to scold. Deliberate, uncontrollable rage, far outside of the normal range. Beyond all acceptable limits, frustration builds and reaches an apex. Fight or flight response kicks in. Primitive part of the brain, adrenaline, emotions boiling past the threshold like payback for a debt owed. Negative reactions take deep breaths. It's dangerous when anger is suppressed.
I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. I feel red, I feel red, I feel red, but I'm in this. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me.
Envy others and you won't achieve peace. Comparison is to joy like a thief. Jealous ones envy even the benign. Schadenfreude is the pleasure derived when others' misfortune arrives. The grass is always greener on that side. Envy is like around your neck a bind or a green-eyed monster selectively blind. Eyes sewn shut with leaden wire, plotting under cloaks and lakes of fire. It promotes keeping up with the Joneses while ignoring all of our own stuff. Our impulse is to want what another possesses. In the story of Joseph's brothers, the lessons learned as Jacob's favorite son is betrayed for his coat of colors.
Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me.
Green with envy, jealousy thrives. One succeeds, another is denied. All other passions fleet to air as doubtful and rash embrace despair. Quote Shakespeare from The Merchant of Venice. Some writers envious of his genius, covetousness of another. The main motivation, Cain slayed his brother. Envy comes from the heart to defile, stirred by pain in matters of desire unrequited. Wishes unfulfilled, rendered unhappy, resentment of skill bitterness built up over time. Unhealthy narcissists minimize achievements of others to feel superior. Envy sees only flaws in the mirror.
Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Go ahead, envy me. Envy me, envy me.
Before I begin, take lengths to explain all forms of bigotry we despise when looking at the right definition. Note from which language the term is derived. Words have the power to develop, change, different interpretations over time. Some are denounced, others reclaimed, some go extinct, others survive. When we mention the word pride nowadays, what thoughts immediately come to your mind? Not self-idolatry or being vain, more so the word is an antonym for shame. New meanings based on how they are framed. To the enslaved, what is the 4th of July? To the oppressed, how does it feel to be forced to adjust your behavior, told you must hide? In the past, many were slain for being gay. That's why the rainbow flag is waved high. Basic civil rights have long been denied. In the eyes of the Christian right, vilified. Pride is a word we're not ashamed to say, and we stand behind you or by your side. When facing pushback, the marginalized must unite to fight white supremacy lies.
May the Lord forgive us. May the Lord forgive us. May the guys be with us. May the guys be with us. May the Lord forgive us. May the Lord forgive us. May the guys be with us. May the guys be with us.
Pride, the justified love of oneself, the original sin above all else. A lowly disagreement with the truth, brave and valiant it means to be of use. The pompous parade, roads to hell are paved with good intentions that snare and enslave otherwise decent people. Become depraved with insecurity at a full-on display. Sadistic contempt, vainglorious vice, pernicious attractiveness in another's eyes. See the inevitable decay of life ethics we set aside to be more like Christ. To have a high opinion or regard, it's a lie in its exaggerated form, used to cover up a lack of something inside. Pride, the anti-God state of mind.
May the Lord forgive us. May the Lord forgive us. May the guys be with us. May the guys be with us. May the Lord forgive us. May the Lord forgive us. May the guys be with us. May the guys be with us.
Pride, it comes before the fall. Hubris, the deadliest sin of all. Look in the mirror at your own appearance. Lucifer fell, trying to rally against God. He was too proud, didn't want to submit. Too much self-esteem, self-respect. Too proud to beg, highly exalted. The water reflects on the face of narcissists. Pure ego, it needs to be checked. Unbalanced arrogance like Icarus. He flew too close to the sun. What was once a virtue can itself become a sin when it's self-righteousness. Inordinate self-love is the mother of every other deadly sin combined. Pride, the anti-God state of mind.
May the Lord forgive us. May the Lord forgive us. May the guys be with us. May the guys be with us. May the Lord forgive us. May the Lord forgive us.
Dante's journey with Virgil is done. With Beatrice, his path continues on. Perhaps because inspiration for increasing the best qualities within us often comes from seeing their great abundance in others. So who better to guide us in understanding the meaning of being righteous and right than a spirit of goodness and purity of soul, filled with grace and shining light, to show us the face of loyalty and trust than those who can commit no treason, to truly demonstrate what it means to be selfless cannot be done by one who is selfish. Can one who is shrouded in the darkness of hatred truly help us see the warmth of love's light? Knowledge is gained from those who possess it, as wars are won by those who fight. When they who lead are truly just, we see them as a symbol and aspire to do our best. We must speak out when wrong is done, if we ever truly expect change to come. So that joy, as opposed to regret, is what we feel when our lives we look back upon.
This world will turn on you. Don't despair. Be humble. This world will turn on you.
Sycophants pretend to be humble like the fictional Uriah Heep, but a fit recipient of grace remains steadfast with unshakable faith. Cover-ups of abuse in the church, the Pope presents himself like a pimp. A picture of him, Sinead O'Connor ripped. The souls of the earth, no fault of their own. Sin is as ubiquitous as sheep. We're all on board of a sinking ship. Think for yourself, take significant leaps of faith, honorable in the soul. The ability to persist is grit. Attempts to stop justice are far-fetched from my stomach's pit. Follow my gut, you're either with or against.
This world will turn on you. Don't despair. Be
Humble, wide-eyed like a child, how to survive the dark wilderness. The building blocks of faith consist of patience, humility, diligence. Humble, taking it all in stride, not boastful, so far from arrogant. We approach slow, with our hands open wide, move smooth through the grass roots. Humble, stripped of all artifice, no pageantry involved, not lavish, lost in the darkness. Faith is the guide. This is the same crowd that freed Barabbas, hung Christ on a cross to die, then laugh about all the carnage. Savage, those who survived the apostles hide, told to renounce him or die in anguish.
This world will turn on you. Don't despair. Be humble. Don't leave me hanging. I'm still waiting. Give me patience. I'm still waiting. I've been abandoned. Don't leave me hanging. The world keeps changing. So give me patience.
wait for my opponent to take the bait, studying the chessboard like a book vertically. I move my rook straight, then I concentrate about 8 moves away from announcing checkmate. Big fish on the hook, and he just got 8. He didn't get to slide straight into home base or hear the umpire proclaim safe. Instead, I tagged him with the ball before he could reach the plate. Now I'm looking at the rival crowd as they hate. Okay, I'm patient with the way I play the game. When I'm at bat, I prove to the doubters that I'm great. Make a move to counteract whenever competition hesitates. I'm patient while quick-tempered fools display folly. The flag get waved even as cannonballs were volleyed. Discord, a patient man always allays. So I'm patient with my words when I'm writing a phrase.
Don't leave me hanging. I'm still waiting. Give me patience. I'm still waiting. I've been abandoned. Don't leave me hanging. The world keeps changing. So give me patience. Don't leave me hanging. I'm still waiting. Give me patience. I'm still waiting. I'm only human. Don't leave me hanging. The world keeps changing. So give me patience.
I wait without objection or complaint when the ultrasound machine shows you the heartbeat. Now we're counting fingers on hands and toes on feet. 9 months to the date, the mission is complete. Take a breath, you have earned your rest. Take a seat, take a cigar to smoke. We escaped the wake of defeat. A newborn was born, humble and meek, without a care, and the world dependent on us to eat. God is great, and even when we're swimming upstream, we get headaches and woes, calluses on our feet. Still we wait, not satisfied with incremental change. We protest the ballot box and we rally in the street. Demonstrate to make the life of a child more tolerable. Got a lot of work to do, we're worth more than the dollar bills. The stakes are higher than a volcano with lava flowing. What's the going rate on the promise of a starving artist?
Don't leave me hanging. I'm still waiting. Give me patience. I'm still waiting. I've been abandoned.
reminder, be kinder. Cruel injustice, don't turn a blind eye to. Violence is designed to traumatize you. Never mind the riot gear and sirens. My mind is clear. Higher vibrations, I follow my innermost instincts. They guide me inside the lion's den when times are trying. Kindness is a tool used for survival. Tears fall, I'm fearful for the future. Sometimes it feels like smoke in my eyes. The environment we are up against is cutthroat, but I try to keep a positive frame of mind. Deeply involved in the ties that bind us. Not touch and go, no, I take my time. Pray with my right hand firm on the Bible. Philosophers say it's chaos, so be kind.
It's a cold, hard world we live in. 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 It's a cold, hard world we live in.
A reminder, be kinder, like-minded individuals I align with. As we watch the time pass, we can't rewind, fast forward, skip, or even pause it. Don't take my kindness for weakness in this bleak climate. We each possess unique gifts, practice inclusion. Can't be biased, what's good for you might not suit my taste, but that's alright if we can't see eye to eye. We can't agree to disagree unless your disagreement is rooted in the oppression of people on the margins. Quote Baldwin, we all deserve the basic right to exist, the bare minimum to be treated with respect. The Dalai Lama says his religion is kindness. Sometimes the best answer is silence.
It's a cold, hard world we live in. 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 It's a cold, hard world we live in.
Does that sound like Alright, well, I'm gonna do whatever. Hi, I guess I'm full. You just like to decide your I'm hoodie. Watch the Peace out, guys. God bless.
Early in the morning when the rooster crows, you water the seeds so the crops will grow. In the winter time when it's 10 below, you get out your shovel and you move the snow. Early in the morning You water the seeds so the crops will grow. In the wintertime when it's 10 below, you get out your shovel and you move the snow.
Unlike Marie Antoinette, who said let them eat cake, the hardworking man he can't forget to punch in or else he won't get fed. Time she do at the end of the week, better to do our due diligence. Busy as a bee, we work like an ant. Please don't cry if you spill the milk. Gotta pay bills and the rent, clean H2O to fill the sink, gas for the automobile, beer to drink. Please give me a clean bill of health, roll up sleeves, wipe your brow. It's love of the art that ushers us, our backs aching, heart broken, but we don't break a sweat yet.
Early in the morning when the rooster crows, you water the seeds so the crops will grow. In the wintertime when it's 10 below, you get out your shovel and you move the snow. Early in the morning when the rooster crows, you water the seeds so the crops will grow. In the wintertime when it's 10 below, you get out your shovel and you move the snow.
Work the night shift, 40-hour week out to obtain dead presidents. Get our beak wet, give thanks assets. We invest, pay dues when it's time to collect. Save money so we don't break the bank. We aim for the big part of the pie chart, like we're on Shark Tank or Wall Street, New York. Life can be beautiful too. Be true to your work, and your work it will be true to you. Got to thank my family for support. Remember my aunts, they died of cancer. I don't have all the answers yet, but if you work hard, you can manage.
Early in the morning when the rooster crows, you water the seeds so the crops will grow. In the wintertime when it's 10 below, you get out your shovel and you move the snow. Early in the morning when the rooster crows, you water the seeds so the crops will grow. In the wintertime when it's 10 below, you get out your shovel and you move the snow.
Okay, I really want to listen to this. So can you give a little end game to this? Then that one, I really want to Alright, we gotta go to sleep, baby. We gotta go to church in the morning. We don't, but I'm really doing. Hey, baby, I'm really doing good. Like, I'm sorry, I'm really doing good. Are you gonna decapitate me? Please don't. Please don't decapitate me when I sleep.
Yes, we did say in church.
I'll give you all that I have. I'll give you everything.
I'm like an eraser.
I'll give you all that I can. I'll give you everything indeed. I'll give you all that I have. I'll give you everything you need.
I can't wait to
I'll give you all that I can. I'll give you everything
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna make you
indeed.
squirt a lot of bit.
Enough room for everyone to come up, bloom. No one wants to stunt growth. Any sense of impending doom is removed with love as the sun shines. In hope, the cure, the remedy to gloom. So much more than a one-time result. Some are attuned
I
to
really
the
don't
moon or
like
the stars.
coffee.
Others use substances like mushrooms. How do you cope? Get in tune with your heart. Any other antidote can't be trusted. Just like the youth, how they view adults. If the shoe fits, wear it. It's a must-have. Some people get all their views from the Pope. We don't live in a fair or just world, judged by a jury of your peers in a court. Some want blood when it's time for justice. Abundant.
I'll give you all that I have.
I don't do that to you.
I'll give you everything you need. I'll give you all that I can. I'll give you everything indeed. I'll give you all that I have. I'll give you
Sorry,
everything
I
you
didn't
need.
smile. I'll suck again.
I'll give you all that I can.
Alright,
I'll give you
I will do it.
everything indeed.
send it. I wanna listen.
The Lord provides so much, but some hoard a large bounty. It can't be counted, the amount of stuff that warlords stash. Outrage whenever it's found out. In paradise, our rewards are stored. But here on earth, we resort to canned goods, expired food from the local grocer. While the most important king sip Bordeaux, we measure loot, our financial growth. Something less of folks unfortunate who we consider broke. No bling bling, personal gains or a golden rope. At what point will the rich have enough? A void in their soul, way off balance. When will the proletariat revolt and reclaim the system that overpowers us? Abundant.
I'll give you all that I have. I'll give you everything you need.
Dude, I'm good.
I'll give you all that I can.
I'll blow right now.
I'll give you everything indeed. I'll give you all that I have. I'll give you everything you need. I'll give you all that I can. I'll give you everything indeed.
This is good. So what's up? I know what's up, yeah. Why you gotta stay up on that like that? 0.16. I mean, 0.08 is done. 0.6 is double up. What's some of that squirt with it?
You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up? You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up? You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up? You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up?
Practice temperance, stealth like a ninja is. You can't pour from a cup that's empty, cuz if your energy is off, you can't convince me or mine about anything. No matter what your income is, the potential is limitless if you just resist the system that imprisons us and never gives us rest. It's a litmus test. I'm a privileged male, the current I swim against. Stare at the ceiling fan. There's no sweeter deal than as the curtains rise, being granted a complete appeal. If you teach a man with free will to fish, he'll feed himself and he'll do it again like Steely Dan. We can't let the villains win or go back to Neverland with Peter
You're
Pan.
moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up? You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up? You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't slow down, how will we keep up? You're moving too fast now. What's the rush? If you don't
want my blood sucked. Walk by faith like Dante in hell, but he got away. Tell Beelzebub's army to fall back, not today. My love like Esmeralda's in the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Looks can be deceitful like Desperado's guitar case. We fall short of God's grace. I train like Customado's protege. When we tolerate evil, the bond breaks. And that's plain crazy like the paintings of John Wayne Gacy. Play the long game, remain faithful and pray daily. Tears swell up when I walk on hot flames. Got a lot to say before my sin is washed away. Revolutionary like Guevara.
It seems like I have Rona, basically.
Okay.
I don't know. I have a cough. I have a pain in my eyes. I don't get it. No, I'm definitely sick. But I don't know. And it gets better. Goes away. I'm wheezing.
Trying to become fall. So like it's 82 and humid, so it's nice and warm outside. But like it's really trying to get rid of the humidity and it's cool outside. Now I would prefer that. But yeah, so like the back of my throat's a little scratchy because you know it's warm, it's cold, it's warm, it's cold. This isn't good.
It's been pretty consistent. Like it's been Irish like 16 degrees. Like that's what it's been. It's not weather changing, right? It's definitely like I'm sick, right? I've got something. My daughter's sick, my wife's sick. We all have it. So it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah. So definitely something. If it was like just one of us, my mother-in-law is on.
So be careful, don't go astray.
Well, it's definitely some sort of virus. I don't know. It's just all
So be careful, don't go astray.
Although my wife was tested. She was tested.
Keep your dignity, don't give it away, cause the end result, it isn't pretty. In this sin city, there's intensity when we spend our days on a bend. Tizzy, it's a sin really, as our engine revs like a vintage Tin Lizzy. Red said you could spend time dying or with living, you could get busy. Either leave behind a suicide note like Brooks hung himself with a rope, or go to the beach in Zihuatanejo, work on a boat with your friend Andy. It's insanity, trying to family plan in no man's land, and it'll end badly if you don't spend time navigating your soul's growth. Take note like Ben Bradley.
Think about like 4 or 5 years ago. That
So be careful, don't go astray. Time will fade to yesterday.
now you're thinking about right.
So be careful, don't go astray.
For me, that's really cool. That's what I get interested in.
Our journey I penned, so tell this story to anyone who lends an ear to bend. As a weird myriad of events nears its mysterious end, we ascend away from the pits of hell where my burdens hurt me, and it felt like the purpose of the Lord deserted me. More than 12 far from the earth's surface in the realm of purgatory. As our Lord appears again in the center of the heavens, we enter the Empyrean. Far from the mere fears of men, oh, what an experience it is. Teary-eyed, we've arrived. It was a hard road. We're the weary ones we sought for so long. Never thought we'd know the grace of God. Such delirium to be nearer to Him.
I'm just gonna start saying I just don't like literally what fruit happens.
So be careful, don't go astray.
But yeah, so I was gonna buy an iPad because I
Time will fade to yesterday.
the charge
So be
still
careful,
takes
don't
3
go
hours to charge.
astray.
So I was going to buy a new tablet, and I went and I looked at the iPad Air, and this was all, I was going to use it for a video as well, so I wasn't going to spend, I was like, the real one I wanted, the iPad Pro,
Right.
well, 12 and a half, because that's what I have a 12 and a half, I have a 12.9 or whatever, that's the one I have, so I wanted the new version of that. But I looked at it, and in Ireland, Apple has begun to be dicks about their pricing. So instead of it being €1,100 like it should be, it's almost 1,400 euro, right? Yeah, for some random reason, even though everything
Sometimes
else.
words are hard to come for the feelings and ideas we have inside. In creation, there are things we know well and feel strongly that still few words can truly describe. As he looks upon the Holy Creator, all of this Dante has now realized. Some wonders are meant to be personally experienced. For them, no books exist, no paintings capture their guise. Dante longs to convey how his journey ends, but he knows it's not only his journey to scribe. He sees all there is God and love, and how we understand and relate to him is for us to decide for ourselves.
Thank you.